What's going on, everybody? Bruce and Jake back here from Game Wager. Gonna do a little in-depth conversation about IEM Katowice coming up, starting tomorrow. Also gonna talk about a giveaway we got going on over at Game Wager. Um, so let's jump right into it.
All right, what's up, everybody? I am Katowice is a $250,000 CS:GO event. Starts tomorrow, Thursday, March 1st, and it's gonna end Sunday, March 5th. There's 12 teams total, two groups of six. 8 teams got invited, and 4 teams had to qualify. The 8 invited teams are SK Gaming, North, Optic Gaming, Ninjas in Pajamas, Astralis, Cloud9, FaZe, Virtus Pro. And the 3 European teams that qualified were Not a Sincere, Heroic, and Fnatic. And the NA qualified team was Immortals.
So let's talk about the giveaway a little bit first here, guys, before we get into the tournament that's coming up. What we're gonna be having is a giveaway on Twitter. The items that we're gonna be giving away are gonna be on your screen now. For the first prize, it's gonna be a PS4, the PS4 Pro actually, and or the new Xbox One S. So we're gonna be giving that away once we hit 1,000 active users, and we'll be tweeting out as the active users go up. You're going to be able to follow all the links. They'll all be in the description below. We'll be, sending it out on Twitter. The other two prizes, the keyboard and the mouse, we're going to give them away no matter how many users we reach to the people that do sign up. You're going to get 10 free coins when you sign up. You're going to be able to place your predictions on all the matches for this tournament this weekend and during the week. And going forward, we're going to be covering different esports matchups throughout all the weeks in the coming months. Now that we talked about the giveaway a little bit, let's jump into a little bit of discussion into IEM Katowice. Who we think is going to win, how we think the matchups are going to break down, and I'll let Jake start that off. He's a little smarter than I am.
Right. So there's 2 groups of 6, and groups are broken down as so. Group A has Astralis, NIP, Optic, Immortals, Fnatic, and FaZe. Group B, SK Gaming, Virtus Pro, North, Navi, Heroic, and Cloud9. And I think big storyline here is, clearly we got the whole Virtus Pro Astralis rivalry going on right now, which is a pretty sick rivalry, honestly. 2 teams are playing really well right now. I think I personally have them both coming out on top of each of their groups, and I mean, I just hope they play. I hope they play in the finals, but I hope we get to see them play this event. I think we're gonna do our group predictions. The top 3 teams of the 6 make it out of the group, and it's just a round robin. All 6 teams in each group play each other. Each play 5 matches. The best records they go through. The team that comes in first place out of their group goes straight to the semifinals, and the other 4 teams go to the quarterfinal matches. So there's a clear advantage to coming in first place in your group. There's a clear cut, get the quarterfinals. So I think that it gives the teams a little more incentive than just to make it out of the group. You want to come first place, you're automatically in the semifinals. You don't have to worry about another extra best of 3. You're in the semis. You get Friday off while everyone's playing the quarterfinals. I think teams are going to be trying really hard in these best of ones.
So who do you think in Group A and B are going to be the ones coming out on top, going
I
straight
think
into
I
the semis?
think Astralis is sweeping this group. I don't think they're going to lose a map. I think they're going to beat everybody. If they lose, I think they'll lose to FaZe Clan. I think they'll catch them off guard. Um, but I think Astralis is sweeping this group. I think they're going straight to the semifinals, and then I think FaZe is going to come out, and I'm going to give it to Optic. Optic's going to come out.
Astralis,
I need one
FaZe, and
North American
Optic.
team. Yeah, I need one
It's
North
a,
American
it
team in
really
the
is
in
a
the
scary group, though.
bracket.
I mean, with Nip and Fnatic in there too, you never know what
Yeah,
those two
you
teams
don't
might do. Never know.
you don't know how Nip's gonna show up. I don't think that they're gonna do anything.
No,
I
I
think
think they're.
they looked really lackluster in DreamHack. almost lost to Cloud9 in a best of 3, but they ended up squeaking by them. So,
Yeah, I
yeah.
think that those three teams are also going to go through. I agree.
But I
Probably
think
in the same order too. I agree. I think that it
I think
just
this group's more up in the air for sure because like any of the other 3 teams, Nip, Immortals, or Fnatic, they can show up and win. I
absolutely.
think they can make any. I
I
think
feel
the
like
only
those
clear
three
cut.
teams are a little bit more lackluster than the other teams in the other
Yeah,
group, though.
I think Astralis is the only clear cut team that's gonna make it out. But I think FaZe has a really good shot, and I think they're definitely gonna make it out as well. Nico coming on, they're looking pretty solid.
For Group B, I
Though,
mean, it's hard not to think Virtus Pro
I
is
think
going to be the one coming out.
yeah, I think Group B is definitely more. I think Group B is definitely looking better. Um, I think Virtus Pro is gonna come out in first place, go straight to the semis because they're just looking too good right now. But I think SK and VP are definitely coming out of this group
Yeah,
for sure.
I agree, and I
SK,
think that last one, it's tough, man.
we were talking
You got
about it earlier.
Navi, you got Navi in there.
Yeah,
How can they not come out? But then you have
like
North.
North
They've been kicking it, and they've been on all cylinders.
North with AZ is looking really good. I don't know. I think it just depends who shows up on the day. You're playing all 5 matches on one day.
Yeah,
Group A plays on Wednesday and Group B plays on Thursday. You're playing all 5 matches. So it really just comes down to who's hot on the day that their group's playing. I think
Stewie runs through a couple smokes, it might be them coming
I
out in third. You never know, man.
I think that Navi can clearly come out. I just think it depends. It really depends on if Heroic and Cloud9 decide to screw somebody over.
I'm gonna
If
be
they
honest. I could see Virtus Pro or Navi going to the semis. I can see VP faltering a little bit in the early rounds,
Yeah,
losing to somebody, and Navi's, they tend to do very well in group stages, just like they did the major, and then kind of choke towards the end. But I don't know, man.
think like
I hope Cloud9 makes it out. They didn't look too bad the last event.
I just
That's
think
just a
that
fan in me.
it's really just gonna come down to, like I said, Heroic and Cloud9 screwing somebody over. 'Cause I don't think either of those teams are gonna lose. They're not. They're gonna win a couple maps. I think Cloud9's gonna win 1 or 2 maps, and I think Heroic's gonna win 1 or 2 maps. And it just depends on who they beat. Like either one, if Virtus Pro, slows down a little bit or something, and they end up dropping a map to Cloud9, they're probably not gonna make it first out of their group. That'll leave it open to SK or Navi or North. So I don't know. I think that SK and VP are the clear top teams in this group, but I think North can come out or Navi. I don't think Heroic and Cloud9 are gonna come out of this group.
It's gonna be tough for them.
3 of the top 4 teams in the world on according to HLTV are in this group. So I just don't. I think those are the 3 teams that are gonna make it out, but it can go either way really.
All right, so we have our teams making it out. Let's jump forward straight to the finals. What 2 teams do you think are going to battle it out, or what 2 teams do you think should battle it out? Who do you think are the who's
Well,
top right now?
if it works out like we think, VP come out in first place and Astralis come out in first place. I think those 2 teams are gonna win their semifinal match, and I think they're gonna play each other in the finals. And
As they should have.
this final is a best of 5, so it's really just gonna be. This is the only match on Sunday. It's just a championship. It's a best of 5. You know, each team bans 1 map, and then they pick 2 maps each, and then the remaining map is thrown in as the decider. I just think that, personally, like Astralis has an amazing map pool, and they probably have the better map pool overall. But it's easier said than done. Just playing a team, you got to play VP in 5 maps straight up.
in
So
in Poland.
in front of their home crowd, which always goes nuts in Katowice. It's always a fun event. Crowd is always going crazy, and they go crazy for Virtus Pro. They love Virtus Pro.
The
So
plow is out, man. The plow is out.
I just think, and I know Virtus Pro is a team that feeds off that too. And we've seen in the past how Astralis has kind of crumbled under pressure. And when you got, what it's going to be like 8,000 fans something or something screaming at you, I don't know. I think they might. I don't think they're going to choke. I think it's going to be another great series that we've seen between these two teams the past couple events. But I think Virtus Pro is going to end up winning either 3-1 or it might go the distance and they'll win 3-2. But it's going to be a crazy series if they
Can't
make
wait,
it.
bro. I can't wait.
But if all goes to plan, I think that's what it's going to be. I think SK can ruin one of those teams' days for sure.
Yeah, man.
Um, the DreamHack final was sick. If you didn't watch it, check it out. It was Virtus Pro versus SK. VP ended up beating Astralis pretty handedly in the semifinals. They ended up whooping them on train in the third map, and they got to the finals over Astralis. SK really gave them a run for their money. It didn't look like they were faltering at all with Phelps right after their team change. Fallen looks like he knew exactly what he wanted to do with Phelps from the get go, and he was playing some of the same spots he played in Immortals, so it didn't even seem like it was that hard of a transition. So I think that team's only going to get better, which is pretty scary in itself because if they can get back to their form, then they can be the number one team again, like they were throughout most of last year. But I don't know. I don't think they're there yet. I think Virtus Pro in Poland is not gonna isn't gonna lose. I don't think they're losing this event.
Looking at looking at the teams that we don't think are gonna make it out of the groups. So that's Immortal, Fnatic, Nip, Heroic, C9, and then either North or Navi. Who do you think at a Group A on the first day is gonna take an upset win?
I think I think like I said that like the bottom three teams like Nip, Immortals, or Fnatic. I think Immortals can show up and take a map off Optic easily. Like I think that's why I think that matchup will be one of the matchups to decide who goes out of the group because it's a domestic matchup. Both teams play in North American leagues. I think Mortals has shown that they're not afraid of Optic at all. They've beat him in the past plenty of times. I think that match is going to be one of the ones that kind of over Optic. And also, like we can't even write off Fnatic. That's why I think Group A is a
Yeah,
lot harder to predict because one of these upcoming events can just be like boom. Last Katowice, they won IEM Katowice last year. They dominated everybody. It was crazy. So I think this
could be the
Fnatic
Magic,
team. Yeah, I mean, it
Swedish
could be.
Magic.
They could easily get out of this group too. Like, they could easily beat Optic. I don't know. I'm just picking Optic because I want to see a North American team come out. But I think all six of these teams. I don't think if you told me any three of the six teams got out of this group, I wouldn't think it was
A fluke.
nearly as bad. Yeah, I wouldn't
Yeah,
think it like if you said Heroic came out of Group B, I would think that was way more far fetched than saying that Fnatic made it out of this group. I think that
right.
I think they could definitely show up, and same with Nip. Like you can't just write off the Ninjas. I don't know, they're not playing too well right now, and I think they're definitely in a slump. But
You never know when it's gonna
if you
come
if you
back, bro.
said
They can
yeah,
come back
if you
any
told
event.
me that if you told me that Nip only lost to Astralis and FaZe in this group and they beat Optic, Immortals, and Fnatic, like I wouldn't think that was too crazy at all. I think
No,
they could definitely come out. I think they could beat FaZe as well. I think I think we're gonna see a whole new beast in FaZe Clan with Nico.
yeah, I
I
can't
think
wait.
Arrogant on
I
Twitter
wanted to
said
make that
something.
pick, but
Yeah,
not quite yet.
A- Arrogant on Twitter said something like he can't wait to have Nico on board. I think he's been thinking about that for a while. For at least month now. He's been thinking of ways to incorporate Nico in the lineup. I think players like Keo and Alu, I think they're gonna make room for Nico to come in and play because
The team's gonna
I
be
mean
they're gonna be so good, man.
I think they're gonna be really good. I think if as long as they can fix these roles, which I don't think Kerrigan's gonna have a problem doing. It's gonna be tough to beat these guys. Rain and Nico, like they're just too good. And Alu's been, he hasn't been like the star player, but he's been a consistent opper for this team for a while. So I think they have the pieces for sure. They have a dedicated in-game leader that knows how to play. I mean, Keo's won two majors. He knows how to win. Like I just think that team's definitely gonna do some damage in the future for sure. But I think they're gonna get out of the groups in this event. I don't see them making it to the finals or anything. I think this is gonna be a Astralis Virtus Pro final, unless SK has something to say. But
Who are you taking?
the
Charles
final, I think
VP.
I want Virtus Pro to win, and I think they're going to. I think when you hear the crowd, it's something else. I don't know.
I'm gonna take
Like
Astralis. I'm gonna take them because I think they don't like Taz talking shit.
no, they don't. They
they
don't.
don't. They don't
It's
like that.
fun.
It
It's
is fun.
fun. We need it. We need it. It's awesome. Really is.
I
Like
think they're gonna come to battle. I think they're gonna. They're not gonna be
these
happy,
teams are
bro.
slugging at each other. That major final was something else. I
That,
think I just
and
think
really, if
Astralis
they
is
don't, if they're on separate sides of the bracket at DreamHack Las Vegas, they're gonna be in the finals again, probably.
yeah. I think that they were on separate sides. I think Astralis would have beaten SK. They would have made it to the championship, but I don't know. It's tough to say. It's when you're playing 5 matches in a day like this in the group stage, like I think anything can happen. I think that's a really fun concept. I think like I don't know, just who shows up. Like some of these teams are even playing back to back. Like I see here, like on Wednesday, uh,
Yeah.
Immortals plays FaZe and Optic back to back. Then they have one break, and then they play another match. Then they play Astralis right after that. So they're playing 3 matches in a 4 hour span.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if they come out hot right there, they could beat FaZe, and then they could beat Optic, and then they can come out hot against Astralis. Like it just depends on who's playing good. Like that's all it really comes down to. Like Optic and Astralis started off, and then Nip plays Fnatic and Astralis back to back. So like Nip plays hot right in those 2 matches.
Yeah.
Same
On.
story.
Yep.
Same story. I mean, it really just that's all that matters is who's coming out to play. I think teams that they've had a nice little 2 week and a half 2 week break between these events. They relax, they're ready. Um, Teams like Navi have something to prove. They want to come out strong. I think Heroics had a massive break. I think Heroic really, Heroic ruined they ruined the qualifiers. They beat G2. Everyone wanted to see G2 at this event.
Yeah.
They're the
That's
team
true,
that
bro.
beat they're the team that beat G2 to not let them come here. So I think they have something to prove because people have been talking shit on them, saying how they didn't deserve to be here. G2 should be here. Blah blah blah. I think Heroic's gonna definitely screw one of these teams' days up. I think they can beat they can beat any like I don't think they're gonna beat any of these teams, any like SK or VP, but they can beat any of the other teams, and could definitely ruin someone's day. They could be the team that upsets one of them and causes them not to come out of the group. So I think they have something to prove. I don't think Cloud9 has a chance.
Hmm.
I mean,
Or Cloud
they
Nine.
they just this is the event where I think they're finally gonna realize like they need to make a change. I don't know, but or we could see the Cloud9 we saw in October, and they just come whoop everybody's ass and they make it out of the group. I don't think that's gonna happen. I think they're gonna get stomped by mostly everybody. But
By the whole squad.
but but I
That's
mean,
why they
like
have to play the games, Jake. That's
I
why they
know
have to play the games. We'll
Skadoodle
see.
had a crazy Vegas,
Yeah, he played
not a
great.
crazy Vegas,
He
but
played
he
great.
played good, man. It was nice to see. I'll check his stats. Honestly, he had a good. They only played 5 maps, and 4 of them were against Nip. But he did good. I think it was pretty crazy. It was refreshing to see. Definitely refreshing to see that. See how he played here. He had a bad game against SK and one negative. He only went negative in 2 games, and it was 2 of their losses. But he had a 1.7. He went 20-7 against Nip in the first map on Cobble plus 13. He had a 1.78 rating, and that's the skadoodle that you want to see. So I
Yeah.
think if he carries that over and Stewie plays good again, I think they can cause some ruckus too. But I don't know. They're not making it out. That
Hmm.
team, that group is too stacked.
I agree.
If they were in the mix on Group A and say like Nip or Nip or Fnatic, if they switched groups with them, I think they would have a better chance, much better chance to make it out of Group A. But yeah, I don't. It's not gonna happen. I think this is gonna be the event where they get beat up and then they realize like something ain't working, whatever it is. And I hope that we see an NA super team form.
Would be nice.
I just send Stewie or something to Optic. Stewie or send
Oh,
someone to Liquid even. That'll be fun. I just want to see a North American team consistently compete. Even
right.
though even though we had 2 North American wins at the end of last year,
Right.
Optic went to shit after their win, and Cloud9 went to shit after their win. So they haven't
Figures.
they haven't been they haven't been consistent.
NA shitters. What else is new?
I just don't get it. And especially since Stan left Optic, they're not gonna get back to that level. Sorry, I feel bad. They were consistent, but
Yeah, they were good.
had a good event, couple event span. But VP's coming out on top in this event. I think that's all we really have to say about this one.
Well, guys, there it is. We gave you our predictions. Make sure you guys make your way over to Game Wager, sign up, get your 10 free coins, enter into the giveaway. Everyone wants to win that PlayStation, so make sure you guys sign up, make your predictions this weekend, end up with a new PlayStation anyway. Get it through coins. Until next time, we'll see you. Peace.
Peace.